Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, October 28th. It's my son's 19th birthday. That's just freaking scary. I can't believe it's been 19 years since I gave birth to my first child, but it's true. Okay, so first and foremost, I apologize about the lighting. I'm not like very tech savvy, and I'm just kind of talking. These are just like talking videos while I get ready. Just kind of rambling about the headlines and how I feel about things. And just a disclaimer, I'm going to be going pretty hard on the left today. Now, I've gone pretty hard on the right quite a bit on this channel, but today we're going for the left. Okay. Because really at the end of the day, I am a more conservative person. I don't know. I won't get too much into that. But, so, I was going to vote for Kamala Harris. That, in the beginning, I was really excited for her. I thought she was like a fresh, new face. And she wasn't Hillary. She wasn't Hillary. Dude, the Clintons, I don't understand how Hillary Clinton... Nobody remembered the Waco thing and how our government used military force on its own people because they suspected them to be in a cult or something. It just, they gassed women and children alive. That was Bill, okay? And then people turn around and voted for his wife. It's like, are you crazy? But anyway, so Kamala's campaign fell apart for me pretty early, and then I kind of went back, and then I kind of went back again. It unraveled rather quickly because I noticed right off the bat that if I was like talking to the leftists, that my comments would be deleted. Simply for asking questions or, oh God, criticizing Gretchen Whitmer. Okay, like, during COVID, see, I live in Michigan, okay? Gretchen Whitmer is our governor. She took advantage of her power, and she kind of, like, bathed herself in that power. And, she did something else that I didn't like. Now, I work in the service industry. I've always worked in customer service. We got treated like total shit by the public. You know, people had to like stay home and do their jobs from home, and she was like, oh, woe is you, oh, woe is you, I know how hard it is. But she never represented us. She never stood up for us. I mean, we were treated very poorly. And I had just gotten out of the mental hospital when COVID happened. It was like a week later. Because I remember going to the buffet, and I'm like, hey, I heard about this COVID thing, and you know, a week later, the buffet was freaking closed down pretty much. So she made me really angry with that. And she also, like, banned Walmart and Meijer and places like that from selling things she didn't think were essential, such as seeds. That, man, the gardening thing will always piss me off. And that's actually the year I ordered a bunch of seeds online just because I couldn't buy them at the fucking store. It's not up to her to decide when we're going to do her planting. People start things inside. It's not for her. She's obviously not a gardener. Privileged lady probably had a gardener. And she probably has a gardener now. Damn. Anyway, yeah, you can tell I don't like her. And people turn around and they voted her in again. It's like, why are you so blind? This lady was a dictator. And now, on to that a little more. This Tim Walz guy, governor of Minnesota. I have read like quite a bit about, I don't know like a whole lot about him, but I do know that during COVID, he was even more power hungry than Gretchen Whitmer, which is very concerning. It's almost like I said during COVID with the mask thing, it was really easy for me to tell who would have sided with the British. Some people have no backbones, and that pissed me off. And it was people on the left. And what is with this generation of, it's not just kids, it's like older people too, where they worship their government. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, the government's so great. They're here to take care of me and they're really nice. No, they're fucking not. And Hurricane Helene was proof of that, because Joe Biden toured the disaster zone and disrupted rescue efforts. And then when he was interviewed about it later in the day, he had no idea what the frickin' guy was talking about. He forgot. Okay, this is this is what we're dealing with. And Kamala Harris, her campaign seems to be like about abortion, which I'm kind of in the middle. I don't think abortion should be illegal, because I think you're handing it over to the criminals. I would more like to see it eliminated from, you know, the feeling of needing to have an abortion. Maybe it could be eliminated. I did a video on that. It's the war on women. It's teaching us that our bodies and our capabilities are burdens and we must be controlled. We're shamed. Women have unwanted pregnancies because they're shamed and they're told that their lives will be over. So, you know, Kamala's kind of making that the center point of her campaign, and it's not something that I agree with. So people aren't looking at it in the bigger picture. They're just like, oh yes, okay, we believe this now. I don't know. No. So that makes me really angry about the left. Kamala has also been caught lying. Like, I don't know what's up with her accents, like, changing all the time. She just kind of fell apart for me. And a lot of it started with the individuals that actually follow her. So there is that. I don't know where else I was going with that. Seems like I had a lot of things on my mind. Yeah, I don't like that Tim Walz guy. Yeah, I don't like JD Vance either. I think he looks like a freaking Chucky doll. And ever since I said that, everybody is saying my moles are ugly, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm not going to remove them. So, I mean, why are you defending a politician that, like, only wants your vote? He doesn't care about you. They just want power. They live in this little society, and they just want to stay in it, basically. But I do kind of think, that I don't know. I just don't know. Something ain't right. Something ain't right no matter how you look at it. So now I'm just kind of like brain dead and I don't know what to say. So, I don't know. Perhaps I'll do a part 2, guys. I have to go to work and then I have the next 3 days off. Yeah, so that's my little rant about the left. I also don't like it when men on the left try to school me on my oppressions, because globally speaking, men they're the ones who marginalize women. I think women marginalize ourselves half the fucking time, but we are marginalized by men. So for a man to come at me and tell me which oppressions I need to be worried about is counterproductive. But that's the left in a nutshell. That's men on the left, and they don't get it. They don't understand how men are inserting themselves into our world, and they're telling us what we are. You know, woman has been redefined. So there's just like things that, okay, okay. I don't know if I've talked about this yet. So, the Haitians. Okay, so this is a criticism of the right. Donald Trump is part of this. Okay, let's talk about the Haitians. Okay, so basically, they're being brought here from the poorest country in this hemisphere. Okay, it is war-torn. I've looked at pictures on Google Earth, and because you can like walk down the streets on Google Earth and kind of see some of Haiti, and it's just like covered in garbage. It's not a good place to live. So this is what I think. This is my opinion only. I have no facts here. I could probably find some articles and stuff. It is my opinion that these corporations are going into these poor ass countries and they're waving opportunities in front of their faces. They're like, hey, come work for us. I mean, don't they do that in Dubai? Didn't they get in trouble for like bringing in poor ass people and labor trafficking them? Because I think that's what's happening to the Haitians. And I think people like Donald Trump and the government are purposely trying to get us to hate them, because then we won't care if they get exploited. These people are renting beds. They're not renting rooms. They're not renting houses. They're renting beds so they can sleep in between their work shifts. And I know Dole is hiring them. I would like to, I'd be really interested to look into that, because I know Tyson has gotten in trouble. I talked about that in a video already. Tyson got in trouble for like hiring undocumented children that were getting hurt. So yeah, this stuff is going on. That's why we have illegal immigration. People say it's a crisis, but really it's just corporations, my opinion only. They're so desperate to get corporations to stay here in the United States that they're now enslaving underprivileged people, and who are also, they happen to be brown, and so nobody cares. Yeah, that's fucked up. So like the Democrats, the thing that pisses me off about the Democrats and like talking to freaking dudes in the Democratic Party, because it never seems to be women, it always seems to be men that talk to me, but They live in this fantasy world. It's like the Democrats disguise everything as a humanitarian project, and that's what's freaky. Hitler did that. Hitler was a humanitarian before he became an evil dictator. So, yeah, there is something crazy going on that they're just not talking about in the news, and a lot of like older people get their news from the TV. So, dude, that's fucked up, man. This goes a little deeper than what they're saying. So, I'm gonna wear lashes today. Try to explain that to people, and they just don't see it. They don't understand. How do you not see things? Yeah, so that is my rant today. I have to go to work. Excited, I suppose, just to get the day over with so I can have the next 3 days off, because I am so sick of working. I used to love working. That was like my freaking identity. And then one day I started to realize I wasn't getting the help I needed. A lot of things were not right about that situation looking back on it, and I no longer take that much pride in work. I just work to make some money and go home. I don't give a shit about anything, really. I used to go above and beyond, and I don't anymore. Because I got taken advantage of. And I think, it shouldn't have taken full-blown mania for me to freaking speak up about it, okay? Yeah. So, anyway. Whatever. It's all fun. The honeys. Waiting on the honeys. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. I might do a part 2. See you later. Bye.